Hi friends, this is Shripad here from Bangalore. Today I am going to talk about my own experience of building a small house in here in Bangalore. This was for creating a small farmhouse wherein I grow few of the plants, seasonal fruits and things like that. Now the purpose of making this video is I had given the construction of this house to a mistri, or what you call the building contractor, a small time contractor. Now, a lot of you may be building a house, big or small, whatever the case may be, and you would have dealt with the building contractor at some point in time if you are building a house on your own, right? Now there comes an experience wherein of mine is that the contractor cheated me about 3 lakhs rupees. Now this is due to the aspect of giving additional amount than what he actually worked. Now the general process is ideally for such a contract you will create an agreement between the owner and the building contractor, mentioning what are the things to be done, the major things to be done, and what kind of payment. Now in my case, the total house was planned for 12.5 lakhs and the stage payment and at each stage. So initially there is an advance, then as he come up with the pillar you give a certain amount, as he come up with the walls he will give certain amount, as he come up with the terrace and things like that. So you will give him the stage payment. Just to give an example, if the total cost of the building is 20 lakh, maybe 10% is initial advance, and then maybe 10% during the pillar, 10% during the wall, 10% during the mold, something like that, right? Now this particular contractor in the initial period has gained my full trust by adhering to the work, doing the work as committed, being very communicative, and I had no doubt that this person will not finish the work. So I kept on paying him as agreed. Now in the middle, somewhere in the middle, as the walls were being built, he started asking me additional payment what was supposed to be given in the next stage. Now as I had already got the trust and confidence in this person, I had no clue that this guy is going to cheat me down the line about 3 lakhs. Okay, now how did this happen? So he had built about 60%, I would say, of the total building, wherein the molding is done. Now the things like plastering, painting, carpentry, electrician's work, so many other plumbing. So these works are still pending, right? Now these are the finishing work which will take a lot of time and as well as good amount of money. Now he took about 80% of the money from me, while he completed only about 50 to 60% of the work. Now later on what he did, he started absconding, in the sense he was not picking my call, he did not respond, he will say he will come. So like this he went about 3 months. Now after that I got a clear doubt that this guy has cheated. Now once I went in search of his house, but that guy has changed his house, right? So there are 90% of these kind of contractors, like in any other field, who are cheaters basically. There may be 10% of the people who are genuine and trustworthy, but spotting them is a big task. It's not easy, right? I had his Aadhaar card, I had his permanent address, I had everything. Now with all of that and with his phone number, I went to the police station to give a complaint about him, and then they called him to the police station. Then he came after that. He came, did couple of days work, again started asking money. He used to ask me money for the labor, so I will pay the remaining amount, we will adjust it later. That was his very beautiful deceiving response. Now but again second time he started. Now this time, you see, when a person is repeatedly doing this kind of thing, it means that he has come for cheating you, right? Now I could not go every day to the police station to call this guy, get the work done. Finally, I gave up. Now, a lot of you may think that you should not have given up, but yeah, I mean, life throws a lot of challenges to you. Eventually, one person should not be the reason for spoiling your 10 other work. So I was busy with my own work, various personal things and things like that. So I had given up, even though he cheated me. And now, the difficult part is, in order to finish that house, I have to individually call each of the skilled labor like carpenter, plumber, electrician, painter, the tile working guy, and so many different people. So the issue with piecework or individual contracting is that they are going to charge you hefty, because the first thing once they come in, they will say this is a small work, but unfortunately the charge that they are going to ask for is like the big work only. Okay, so eventually it is going to cost you more. But however, I need to finish it as I have started it. But the biggest lesson I learned from this is, if you are building a house, take as much details of the contractor as possible, like Aadhaar card, the permanent address, one more phone number if possible. Okay, so and then you get an agreement with them as to what are the difference work to be done, what are the stage payments that have to be paid, which is very, very critical. Now, it is not only important to get the agreement done and signed by both parties, it is also important to adhere to it 100%, okay, without any deviation. Suppose he has completed 50% of the work and you were supposed to be given 50% of the payment, you actually have to stick to it. If your total budget of the house is, say, 50 lakhs, you should have given him only 25 lakhs, not more, even though he is insisting and pushing you for that. It is very, very important. Second thing is, take record of all your payments, how you paid it. Most of the time it is digital anyway nowadays, so you don't have to bother about it, but just important information. And third thing is, you have to observe how they are actually doing the work. It is not only about what they are talking, it should also translate into the type of work which are doing. So if you, by any chance, if you have given them more money, suppose if they have completed only the 50% of the work of the house, while you paid 20% more, it is guaranteed that they are not going to come back, because anyway they got your 20% more money. Lot of people in the society, unfortunately, are short-sighted and they want easy money, somebody else's money, which is somebody else's hard-earned money, right? And they want it very easily so that they don't have to struggle. I mean, this is the reality, unfortunately. You can go and fight in the court, go and fight in the police station, whatever you can do, provided you have the time. But unfortunately, I was building a house which is 40 kilometers from where I currently stay. So this was not an option, basically disturbing my all other work. So that is why I gave up. It is not in the scare of the contractor that he will do something to me or he will kill me or anything like that, but the hassle of getting that 3 lakhs what was extra paid, I was not in a position to take it. So I hope this has given some learning to you. If you are building a house, be careful with how much you pay to your contractor in relation to what work they have done. Okay, it is very, very important. Keep some amount to pay in the end. Once they've completely finished the house, you have to pay a certain amount, which also will be mentioned in the agreement. In my case, it was 2 lakhs. Unfortunately, more than that amount was initially only taken. So anyway, so even though I was deceived, I hope some of you who may be in this process are not deceived. That is the main motive behind this video. Thank you.